Howdy folks, and welcome to the Let's Play of PlanetBase. My name is Sonelias, and let's carry on from where I left off at the end of the last episode. Planet type F is of course a frozen planet. Let's have a look at where we actually left off with our planet here. We had basically instructed for a new canteen to be constructed here in the south. Our starting point really was, I believe it was down here. So ideally we'd like to basically get some connections between the various different buildings up and running. Should speed up the movement of goods. These two are relatively new buildings that we got here. All thanks to the fact that of course we had removed our energy production facilities from that central point here. Just to be able to put some extra buildings in there to facilitate the flow from one side to the other there. Trading ship has landed. Let's actually have a look at what they actually got to offer. 45% commission is not bad. So what will I be trading? I got a surplus of medicinal plants here, so I'm actually going to be trading those straight for money, I think, because they got nothing on board that is of interest to me at the moment. Perfect. Connections being built there. That one's relatively full, that storage facility. Mostly in terms of the starches that we see here. I might be inclined to build an extra storage facility next to the canteen to be able to accommodate the extra materials that we got coming in. As you can see, a large connection will be built because of that. Let's have a look at the rest of our base. So we, in terms of metals, are relatively okay. Blizzard is imminent. Oops. Let's set that to yellow alert then. Metal processor has been built. Luckily Blizzard doesn't necessarily affect our buildings as such. It does look like we got a shortage of spares, so I might have to hold off from any further production for a little while. Awaiting, of course, the passing of not only the storm, but also the final construction that we got ongoing there. New biologist has joined us. 5 additional medicinal leaves pending. 1 going. And that's given us an extra boost in terms of monies. Right, spares have been released there, it looks like. I think one of the things I need to focus in on is actually maybe construction bots. So that's a carrier bot that we're building there. If I can actually build here a construction bot, that would be great. Maybe I need to build a secondary repair facility here. And maybe a secondary production facility as well. Particularly given the number of bots I've got throughout my base now, additional repair and maintenance facilities for the bots would be useful. I'm pretty sure I got more than just the one. So I'm building a second one here, as well as an extra production facility there. New intruders have been detected. Red alert. Is it the last of them? No, there's still one left. Alright, that should be the last of them. As you can see, our medical facilities do serve as well. Looks like an engineer there. Connection's been built, and that is a canteen. Let's put a table down. Let's put down some of these machines whereby you can basically convert the food stuff into actual meals. That should bring us relatively close to where we want to be. There's going to be lots of conversions taking place here. Again, a trade ship has landed. 35% commission. Let's get as much of the metal as we can. They also have 2 construction bots on board. I'm going to be trading this for some of my medical supplies, I think. Plus medicinal leaves. Again, I've got those in surplus. I'll let them pay the difference. I'm still facing a situation where I do feel I got a bit of a shortage here in terms of connections. I would love to be able to get an extra airlock here. Just because, well, one airlock is creating a bit of a stranglehold there. It's like a bit of gridlock being created here. So what could I do to basically alleviate that situation? Good question. The only thing I'm thinking of is I'm actually moving that sick bay at the moment. That seems to be the only thing that comes to mind. Unless maybe I just move that pad away from there to a different position altogether. What if I move it out here, for example? That of course would mean I need to get some additional storage, etc., facilities at my disposal. But okay. Would be an interesting way of connecting additional bits up to the base. And actually it might be a way of actually controlling who comes into my base. Pity. Wounded soldiers, yes. That is a medium connection, another medium connection, that will be a medium connection as well. I will need to create a security station here, I think. Storage facility there. We'll build a large canteen here. Means I can't do that connection anymore, but what I can also build here straight away is a large bar. And the bar of course should allow me to get the other connections up and running. Alright, medical supplies, they're looking to trade, very bad commission ratio, so I'm going to leave that as it stands. What do I want to do over here? I think I'm okay down here for the moment being. I've got additional storage in case I do need it. In this section here, I've actually already built everything I can build, I think. Over here, I do want to start building some extras. let's say I want to build some extra wind farms, extra storage. And maybe also extra antenna. And yet another water extractor here as well. Plus a solar panel. Let's build one more wind farm here, and that should do it for the moment. As you can see, quite a bit of movement here now. Bars being built. Good. Right down here I can actually build an extra oxygen facility than before. I built an extra bar. Sorry, not an extra bar, an extra medical facility. That's one. So medical facility down here. I'll build a second one down here as well. At least that's my intention. Both medium-sized. Yes. We've got intruders again. And intruders pretty much always seem to be going for this section here. Which is relatively weakly defended, I would say. So let's see if we can actually then slowly move where our heart of our operations is from this section here over to this section here. Cool. They paid me well. So what I'm inclined to do now is I'm going to shut down this one here. 45% commission. Let's just buy the whole lot. And I can trade that for, let's say, additional plants. Should do the trick. Storage, canteen, you name it. The whole works. It is provided here. Of course, for the entertainment of all the visitors as well. Okay. Making sure we get all of this up and running here as well. %65 commission, but he does have something interesting here on board. He's got this DNA genetically modified tomatoes, but yeah, not at the moment. So hold on, let's recycle this one. Gives us 4 more of those. Extra colonists coming in. Blitz is imminent, so what I need to do, I need to basically switch over to yellow alert again. Keep our speed up. So that will basically create, as you can see, a nice aggregate of basic airlocks next to these facilities here. Plus, of course, I've got decent security controls here. One thing I still need to get here is a sleeping facility or sleep quarters. Still quite a bit of material underneath that ship here. There's the metals that are still lying there. 8 free, 5 free in terms of bioplastics. Hopefully that storm will pass in a very short amount of time. Yep, there we go. Storm is over. We've run out of spares. Alright, let's shut this one down. Let's recycle that straight away. Perfect. Good. So once we actually get all of these resources back into our base, I should be able to build additional, let's say, energy storage facilities and so forth. Plus, of course, the storage that I want to build here. Can I build another storage facility here? Not at that size, it looks like. Ooh, I actually can. Good. It looks relatively flat over here, but it doesn't really allow me to build anything extra here. So let's say that I build myself a dorm here. Yeah, that is allowed. Lengthier tunnel for that one, but that's fine. I will of course build a processing facility here as well. Trading ship has landed. Alright, let's get all of their money. Even though it's 60% commission, I still want to basically try out how all of this will work. So 19. So storage and storage. Unfortunately, I can't create a direct connection between those two, but luckily I've got large connections running here. Alright, so that facility has disappeared from here, which is good. Now I should, in theory, of course, be able to build an extra facility of some sort in here. What do I want to build here, really? Good question. Do I want to build some sleep facilities? I don't think so. I've got enough, it looks like. I could, of course, go for another storage facility here, which, yeah, seems to always be welcome, be useful to have. Still got that ore lying there, so I really need to get that picked up. Once that is picked up, I should be able to build. There we go. Ooh, storage is running low, really. Yeah, I do see that. I really need to start emphasizing more of my other stuff here. Alright, pending stuff. This one can sell me spares, can they? Nope, but I do can have the ability to basically buy a patent of theirs. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Holding it too long. Sometimes manual click can actually just give you the extra level of control you might need. Yeah, let's go for that. Massive storage patent has been acquired. Alright, let's shut some of these down here. Just to give me a bit more power and so forth. Now, I do seem to be in a situation where I'm running low on power. Okay, so what can I do about that? I can start shutting down some ancillary facilities here. Dorm is low on oxygen. Okay, not good. That should, of course, be alleviated in a second. So I think my next focus again should be the production of energy production and so forth. Let's get the clock speed or the game speed back up. 16, 17. Let's enable that on again. No wind. So pure solar at this point. Really, the game is annoying me at the moment. Alright, so... Right. I need to be able to prioritize some buildings somehow. Wind is back up. Our storage is slowly climbing. There's a button here that says disable all non-vital structures. Oh, this will be difficult, particularly at night. Asphyxiation. Oh, yeah, well, if you stay outside, yes, you will asphyxiate. I think that's one of the things I should have done in the end of the last episode anyways. Carry on with the connection over here. Anyways, looking at the clock, I think it's about time for us to call it a day. So I'm going to save the game and I'm going to exit the game. Thanks again for joining me, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.